Hey there guys and gals, just a quick one before we begin. Thank you so much for watching this guide. If it helps or if you enjoy it, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with a friend as well. Huge shout out as well to all my Patreon supporters and YouTube members, so thank you so much. Also, if you enjoy the dark side of gaming, which involves controversies with streamers and studios, murder and more, check out my podcast called Gaming's Darker Side. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. So thank you so much, and now, on with the good stuff. And welcome back to Crime Scene Gleaner. This is Chapter 5, this is the Italian job, and in it we've got a lot more bodies, a lot more blood, and a lot more trash to take out, plus 5 achievements, which 2 of those are for obviously completing the level, getting a 100% deception score, as we've been doing. And also, there are 3 other miscellaneous achievements in this one, so let's do this. And once again then, we are going to go into our skill tree. Now, as I mentioned in Chapter 4, this time we are going to basically start putting all our skill points, the majority of them, into our pressure washer. Now, again, for whatever reason, it gets annoying, but you can only do one or the other for most of them. So you can either have increased radius, or you can have increased strength. So, yeah. But we're going to do the first two. Well, I think we can only do the one on the right so far, to get the get more, basically more water into it. So with this one, I just do a bit of both. I do increased radius 1, and then I do increased strength 2. If you decide to put a skill point in the other one, it basically disables the next one. It disables the other one, so you can only do one or the other. Not sure why. Well, no time to cry. Let's just go and fry up some bacon. Anyway, also done the extra bit there for the pressure washer. Again, every level we're basically just going to smash them all into pressure washer. It just makes things a lot easier. Now, if you got 1 skill point left, for whatever reason I put it into mop detergent. I could have literally just saved it, but for whatever reason I decided to put it into mop detergent. So, again, this one's up to you. You can either find 1 skill point that you can use on something that you might find useful, like the bucket. That would have been a good one. Instead, I've done it in cleaning support. Or you can obviously just leave it for the next pressure washer stuff. Anyway, once you have finally done this, then we will just go to bed. The cutscene will play, and then, yeah.
Gentlemen, Big Jim, we've let him do whatever he wants for far too long.
And obviously, as is in all video games, you can't just sit down with a nice piece of pizza before we get the phone, but we're just going to smash it all anyway. Nice. Because I just chowed down about 8 slices of pizza in about 10 seconds there, that's why I spewed it all up. Anyway, there's your phone there on the left. Again, this is just going to be a case of going down to your computer, accepting the mission, and heading to our track as always.
Fuck is scheming against me at Matteo's Pizza. What can I say? There will be blood, so prepare some body bags, Kowalski. A whole lot of them.
So now I'm eating their last pizza? It'll be a long night.
Now, it would normally take normal people in real life to take a long time, and it'll be a long night. But luckily, For video games, this long night turns into roughly about an hour. Well, not even that, roughly about 50 minutes.
Big Jim. At least, not if I didn't want to be full of holes like a cheese.
Okay, so as I said then, this one is, there's a lot of trash to grab, there's a lot of bodies, this level is just a lot more of everything. So, B to put on your flashlight, of course, open up your little tailgate. You can't get that body down there just yet, so we'll head to the right into this first door. And what we're going to need is, if we head into the right-hand side double doors, we'll go into the restaurant to see a bit of a bloody mess. And again, luckily, there's just no cops or anything around. Especially with our tailgate, where we don't have a cover for it. Anyway, grab the body on the right here. First of all, this is obviously going to be the first body. Looking a bit charred and cremated. Also, make sure to pick up the cold room key, which is basically the freezer key. So that's where we're going to head first. So let's just head back, dump the body. Now, we will head back through the door, but this time we're going to take our first door on the left, which will be the cold room key to find Edwin van der Sar in pure Champions League final penalty shootout mode, saving Chelsea's penalty. Oh, well, I didn't mean to punch him. Okay, he went from goalkeeping hero to being a normal footballer and just diving. Anyway, grab that body. Sorry, that was more football. Oh, we all love football. Or soccer. And then head back in to find another pig hanging up. Yeah! It's like a protein-infused gym session in here, isn't it? Apart from Baldy right here. Agent Crapman, we'll just get rid of him. Agent Hitman. Agent Hitman, as it were. I can't try throwing him over, but dude is too heavy. So again, you might have to jump up on your tailgate to throw him down. And that's 3 bodies done already. We're flying. Right, not a lot in here. There are 3 pieces of evidence which we'll grab. So the first is a hammer on the left. And then right in front of it on a shelf are the pincers. And then just to your bottom right, next to your foot, is a interrogation recording. Yeah, Ben. No, man, my name's Silent Jimmy. Oh, crap, I'm not silent anymore. Oh, no. Or something. Anyway, so you can get your bucket out if you want, but let's test out our new skills on our pressure washer. So, not a lot of blood in here, but get rid of this blood anyway. Obviously. Right, that's looking good in there. We'll leave the pigs hang. Right, head into the left room. We'll come back to this room a little bit later on. But we'll just get our additional tools and get our Ozempic demon, whatever the hell this thing is. The cleaner. The demon cleaner. The semen cleaner. The demon cleaner. The Ozempic. We'll just stick with Ozempic. Right, so while that does its thing, let's head in here. Now, literally, for the next sort of 6 or 7 minutes or so, we're going to get our axe, which of course I told you to do earlier, so hopefully follow along with that. Otherwise, you can punch these to smithereens if you want, but obviously it takes a little bit longer to do. So, what we're going to do, we're going to do this again in a bit of an order. So rather than pick up a bit of trash, then pick up a couple of bodies, and then do a bit of blood, makes it a bit confusing. Oh, ow! Sorry, mate. I didn't mean to chop your bits off. You can't feel it anyway, can you? But still. So yeah, we're just going to chop up all the tables, and then we're just going to get rid of all the trash that we possibly can in the room first. So that's going to be our first task. So again, rather than get things a little bit confusing and do a bit here, do a bit there, we're just going to spend the next sort of 6 or 7 minutes or so picking up all the trash. And that includes picking up the shell casings as well. They can be very hard to miss. So make sure once you see them, pick up the shell casings too. And for now, like I said, there's going to be a lot of rubbish bags. So we're just going to put them out in the hallway before we go and put them in the truck.
Work in progress. I'm doing my part. There is still some work to do.
Need to empty the trash can first.
Work in progress.
Bullet after bullet after bullet.
I'm doing my part. Cleaning complete.
Ooh, and since our little Ozempic friend is done in this room, we'll take him, pick him up, put him in the next room, just so we can get rid of some of the blood, the harder blood stains in here too. But we will continue with trash pickup.
I'm still dealing with the unpleasant smell.
Time for a bag swap.
I'm doing my part. I'm still dealing with the unpleasant smell.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
Work in progress. I'm doing my part.
Can't pick up anything with a full bag.
Work in progress.
Okay, so we're on 94%. I do believe there's a couple of shotgun shells that we are missing. But we'll grab those when we get to it. So again, obviously take out all the trash bags to the trash truck. Okay, so once the trash is done, next up we're going to get the next 4 bodies. So there are 3 in this room, and then there is 1. So we've already got 3. Yeah, so there's 3 in this room, 1 in the kitchen, 1 in the toilet as well. So that should take our total body count up to 8. Aren't we just a gangster now? Better than gangsters these days. You know, the ones that go, yeah, look at me, I got £50 worth of money and I've got a water pistol. Oh, I'm posing on TikTok. That ain't gangster. That's ridiculous.
Notice me, senpai.
Vincent? Is that you?
I miss you.
I thought that nomads would be disbanded after the spa incident, but I guess they're still trying to get their revenge.
What I'm finding funny here is, surely with all of these bodies in the truck and all of the, you know, tables and a bunch of trash bags, surely I'm not going to be able to start the car, or I'm going to be going very slowly. Luckily, there's going to be no police, apparently, to whatever the hell we store them. Alright, so let's head into the left room here. We're going to pick up a couple of pieces of evidence. The first is the MAC-10 on the toilet room floor, or the bathroom floor. Go to where we found our last body to find a phone next to where the body was laying on the table. Ah, shame, Mike. You should have mic'd up, Mike. Go into the kitchen area where on our left, on the desk next to the computer, we're going to find a note. That's another piece of evidence. And if you look to the right on the floor in just a minute, let's have a look and grab the unknown key first of all. And then to the left drawer, we will pick up quite a couple of hundreds of buckses. Yeah, this will always come in handy. I wonder if being a crime scene is this lucrative. Probably an illegal one, yes. But make sure to pick up the pan here. This is the next piece of evidence. Oh, see, I beat Italian. Evidence. Pick up the evidence. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Right, let us now, let's pick up this thing right here, and then we will. I think it's time to start cleaning. I haven't started cleaning for a while. I don't think we've done any blood in this area yet, no. So, let us get out. Oh, there's, again, more shotgun shells, like I said, just to be wary of earlier. You should be on about 96, 97%, which should be good. But again, if you're on a little bit less, it'll probably be shotgun shells or shell casings that you're missing. So, pop up your pressure washer. So, since we are here, we might as well start in this room.
Back to the roots with good old toilet cleaning.
Yeah, because our pressure washer isn't fully upgraded, there may still be a couple of bits that you miss. So obviously just keep pressing the Y button to get your cleaning sense out and mop up any tiny spills that you may have missed and left behind. But with the pressure washer, it does make things a hell of a lot easier and faster. So again, like I said, for now, we are just going to wipe up all the blood before we start putting all of the furniture back. Again, as I said, it's just easier knowing that we're just going to be focusing on one thing rather than going, oh, let's put a couple of chairs back. Oh, let's clean up some blood. Oh, let's pick up some more trash. Yeah, it's just confusing. So now we're going to start, next area, we're going to do the kitchen area. So again, it's just the same as always. Oh, some more shell casings in the kitchen as well. So be wary of that. Also, you might as well go ahead and fill up your mop bucket because as soon as the pressure washer is empty, it's always worth having a mop bucket with detergent in it so you can finish off without having to run back and forth too much. So that's another thing to think of.
Tray so clean you can eat off of it. I don't think that Big Jim is on the menu anymore, boys. Unbelievable. This glass is intact after all this action.
So after we basically clean up the whole of the restaurant, that is when we'll start getting into more achievement territory. But one thing I should mention as well, make sure to flush the toilets as well. Of course, I forgot to do it earlier, but make sure to go ahead, flush both of the toilets, as obviously both of them do count. And, you know, get rid of any bloody turds that may be licking around. Not licking around. Clean up the blood behind the toilet stall there. That can be very easily missed too. Don't be licking bloody turds, okay? That's my one piece of life advice for you. Apparently, it's disgusting. Right, so we can just get rid of some of these furniture trays which are just in our way. Otherwise, what we're going to do next then is basically go ahead and clean up all the floor in the main restaurante area. So with that one done, apart from the big bloodstain on the back wall, I'm going to start just putting some of the furniture back now that we've got the majority of this area cleaned. Plus the door right in front of us has a lot of blood on it, so make sure to remember that too. Also, the pizzas don't count as trash as well, if you remember. So don't worry about that, but we're just going to start putting everything back, including all the chairs. Now, some of these chairs may be finicky, as you'll see in a little bit, in terms of you think you've put them back and you actually haven't. So just make sure that the furniture counter has actually gone up on the left-hand side there. And also, if you want to make life easier for you, make sure to put the chairs in the correct position. So basically, put the chairs closest to the wall first, rather than the ones closest to you, because it just makes your life a little bit more difficult, which you don't need in life, do you? Now, I'm wondering, because every, big Italian restaurant you see, they're all established in the early 1900s. Did they all look like that? Big white chef's hat and a big old Mario mustache. Right, this is annoying. I got stuck, so I'll the game will put me back, luckily. And again, annoyingly, try to be nice and not break anything, but, doesn't always work out like that. Obviously, you don't need me to tell you anything you break, make sure to put the trash away. We need it for the 100% deception score. Get the unstuck pizza.
Krusty Krab, yeah, pizza. It's the pizza, yeah, for you and me.
So, as always then, let's just back ourselves into a corner, use our cleaner sense, see if there's anything left, which of course, for me, I forgot the door over here. Again, that's just my little thing I like to do, just in case we have missed something, especially again with the pressure washer, not fully upgraded. It's always worth doing to see if you've missed any little specks of spots of stuffs. Right, so already I just noticed, which I didn't notice when I was playing, but I didn't put two of the chairs back properly. So that's what I mean by putting the chairs back properly. But anyway, once I'll come back to that in a little bit. So we'll just go get our pressure washer into this next office room and get our bucket as well. Our bucket, bucket, bucket. It's the bucket, yeah, for you and me. Right, let's go ahead and pick up old broski right here. Chuck him where, well, the sun ain't gonna shine anymore. And then when we have chucked him in where the sunshine ain't gonna shine anymore, we'll head back in. And there's only a couple of smashed vases and stuff in here in order to get the full 100% of the trash done. So let's just go ahead, get rid of the blood. Now, like I said, not fully upgraded pressure washer means we can't actually use it very well on the carpet at the moment. And I would highly advise against using the pressure washer on the back wall, because you're going to be smashing a lot of stuff and you're going to have to be picking up a lot more stuff. But we can use it on the wooden floor and on the picture and the wall and the door here. So, whip out your garbage can. Whip them out, lick them out. Lick your garbage can, oh yeah. And then, of course, for the back wall, it may look a little bit more complicated, but you can just go ahead and use your sponge on the back wall in order to clean, well, the back wall.
I should clean it first.
Alright, so once we have SpongeBobbed off this little bit on the little bit of the carpet right here, we have another piece of evidence in this room directly in front of us, which is the phone. Plus, we have a secret cassette, or normal cassette, whatever. But here's the phone, the voicemail phone first of all. Big Jim, oh no! And then if you have a look to just on your right on this, we can see a family bingo on this board right here. That is the last piece of evidence that we can grab in the whole of the restaurant. There is one more left to get in the alley. So get the voicemail, get the family bingo note, and then there is a cassette. There is a cassette on our right-hand side. Let's just go ahead and grab that. Yeah, let's do that. Prosecutor call. And again, like I said, we can go ahead and sponge off the back wall. Oh, and there is a little handprint there just by the door. And we need to come here anyway. As you can see, there is a globe just behind the door, which if you're not closing the doors can be easily missed. So you do need to pick it up, clean it, and then that is part of the furniture. Okay, once that's done, a couple of things we can steal. The hands and the big slice of pizza. I find it hilarious that he has just a golden bronze statue of a piece of pizza. In the left drawer, the second left drawer, and the bottom right drawer, go ahead and find some money. That'll be a couple of $100. And there is another piece of money. Hey, get away. In the right side filing cabinet, in the third one, I want to say. No, it's the second one. No, it's in the top one. No, it isn't the second one. Ah, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, the second one, there's another $100 to grab right there. So now we can go ahead and start putting things back in its place. Now, also, what I did, I accidentally moved the bottom, on the very bottom of the shelves in the middle, there is another piece of furniture. Now, I accidentally moved it, and it took me about 5 minutes to realise which one was missing. But you put the horse on the left there, the monkey on the right, the globe in the top right. Took me about 5 minutes to realise that it was these chairs here, which was messing up my furniture-ific. So if you are having some issues and you haven't got all the furniture down, again, it's probably one of the chairs. And you may have missed a tray, perhaps. Hopefully you didn't. But again, for me... Oh, Jesus! Arrivederci! That's goodbye, isn't it, in Italian? But that's all I know. Not the best. Anyway, for me, it was that last one right there, which was annoying. So if you are missing a piece of furniture, something has probably just moved out of place. So again, make sure to pick up all the trash again. Make sure to put the bag back as well, of course, in the back of your truck. And now, really, for the sort of last 10 minutes or so is where a lot of things are going to start kicking off in terms of achievements and secret rooms and everything. So we head back into this office room, move some of these boxes, and we've got a trapdoor just chilling. Yes, it is a ladder to Italian heaven, this is, not hell. This is mobster heaven. So head down, straight in through the door to find our first secret area. There's a couple of goodies, including an achievement, which you're going to grab. So, these things here are not evidence, so don't worry about that. But if we head around to the right-hand side table, you will find a stack of cash, which is always nice. Plus, we're going to play this guitar. This is the first out of 3 guitars that we've got to play in this level for another miscellaneous achievement. So, play the bass guitar. Head around to the left of the table to find another cassette, which will, of course, be good for skill points. And then, if we go past these tables, you can see... There's a phone, but it doesn't count as evidence. But there is this thing we can steal on the table as well. Heading over to the left, you can see a safe. We'll come back to that in a second. But grab a Khost, another stack of cash from this little desk area. And then we can do... now, there is nothing else left to grab in this room apart from the safe, which will get us the treasure achievement. So it is just the same manual hacking game as we've been doing in the past chapters.
I'm in.
Oh, now let's see what mobster stuff's in here. A whole stack of cash and a whole bunch of stuff. Not as much as I thought. Oh my god, that's where all my pineapples are gone. You stole it! You monsters! Nah, pineapple in a tin is actually nice. Getting all the juice slapping about your face and stuff. It's quite delicious. Right, but that is that for that area. So now we can just head up. And we're all completely done with the restaurant now as well. So, what we can do is just go ahead. We're going to fill up our pressure washer and our bucket and head to the outside. Now, how to get outside is in this office room. So, let's just go and fill up our tings. Now make sure to actually carry your bucket outside. Don't put it away because then you have no water left. That's just idiocy on my part. So we're going to head out this door in the office. We're going to take a right and we're going to head through this door with the drowning person sign on it. Go around to the left-hand side where there is going to be, not that note, but there is going to be a little secret area that we can walk into. just after we axe all the boards. We can axe them nicely, but we'll just have to get rid of their axe hole. Right, so, few things to steal for some more money. Plus, we will get our second out of 3 guitars to play. The acoustic guitar. Every time I think of an acoustic guitar, I just think of Kyle Gass from TonySki. And how Jack Black stabbed him in the black. Jack Black stabbed him in the back. Yeah, we got there. Anyway, which is a shame. Right, so that is the second guitar anyway. And now we can head out. From here, we will have a look up to our right to see old Granny Bags. See if we can knock her out, just like we did in chapter 3, I think it was. This time, not near happening. So, let's head up. And we will take Granny out. She had a bit of a bad, untimely end there, so just throw her. Sorry, Grandbags. Now, we do have to clean up Granny's apartment. So, we can do this without having to go back down. There is a tap outside as well if you needed. But, oh, Jesus, man. So, but yeah, basically there's just all this blood. A little bit of blood on the windowsill and just outside a little bit. And all of the paint that we have to get rid of as well. Now, again, I just about done this without needing to go back downstairs to fill up our bucket and everything. So hopefully you've got enough in your pressure washer to get rid of the biggest bits of blood, and then hopefully you'll be able to use the mop and the sponge on the rest of it. Obviously, we need to go and pick up our trash. So pick up the trash. There is a ring here as well, just in front of us on the book. So we can steal that for 50 more blackaroolies. And there is the cat statue as well, just next to the TV. Make sure to pick that up. A nice slice of pizza. Man, everybody just loves pizza. There is, I believe, in the second drawer here, I believe there is a necklace that we can steal as well. If it's a little bit bright and you can't see it, just make sure to turn your flashlight off. There it is. So grab the necklace. There is also a little, what looks like a, one of those ashy urns. Oh, that was a hell of a punch. Man, I'm getting harder and harder every chapter. So there is an ash that we can steal, an ash urn looking thing, which we can steal. You can see it right in front of us there, but somehow I still missed it. But it's only an extra $50, but go ahead and grab that. Otherwise, hopefully, you should now have enough in your... See? I went, oh, let's get our bucket out. Stupid. You're stupid, man. So, yeah, you should have enough, especially if you've got a couple of bubbles on it. Works even better if you've got the strength detergent on it, so you can get through these a bit quicker. But, yeah. So, managed to just about get through these with the mop and the sponge. Hopefully, you don't have to go down and get some more water. But in order to get the 100% deception score, you do have to clean the whole of Granny's apartment. Phew! We did it! We did it, Mumbos! Everything clean. Right, so now let's go and get... Oh, well, she's looking a bit worse for wear, isn't she? Especially that she's dead, but, She looks a little more like a Family Guy Fall character. So, go to the left. You can open up the gate now in order for us to get to our truck. So, this will be body number 10 out of 11. And there's only one more body. Right, Grandbags. Don't be complicated in death now. Wait! Oh, God. Sorry, Gran. For one, I'm not that into old people. I mean, I don't know if you did start an Only Grand's account, but that won't be for me, sorry. And I don't want to see what's up that skirt. So you can shut your Only Grand's account off. We don't want to see it. Okay, so straight in front of us now, we can see the unfortunate poor dead girl. And there is a piece of evidence right in front of her. Now, I will go and get some water. Get a pressure washer out and get some strength detergent going. Right, so let us pick up the last piece of evidence in the level, the only one in the back alley, and it is the waitress's phone. Basically, don't work for a mobster, that comes in handy without saying. Go ahead and pick up the poor girl who had nothing to do with it, but Big Jim is, well, apparently he is pretty ruthless, which is unfortunate for everyone involved here. Again, I don't know how we're going to be able to go more than probably 5 miles an hour. You know how slow people's cars get when it's like got 4 or 5 people in it, let alone 11 bodies in a truck. In fact, we'll be two-wheeling it home at this rate. Right, so the pressure washer doesn't really work as well out here, so it is going to be a case of, I mean, surprisingly it doesn't work on concrete, but then a mop with strength detergent does work on solid concrete. Mental how it works out, but that's what we're going to do. Ta-da! So that then is that. That's everything in the back alley's done. That's everything in the restaurant done. But, okay, nearly. Let's just try that again. Right. Okay, now that is everything in the back alley done. But before we leave, we got one thing to do. See the brick wall on the right? Go slightly to the left, pick up this little step ladder right here. There should be a couple of bricks to help us at the bottom there, just to help us jump up. So we will we'll jump up, put the step ladder down, and we can jump up. Now, if you can't jump up on those little bricks right there for whatever reason, there's a little crate that you can put at the bottom to jump up on instead. But once we get over this brick wall, we get the rock and roll all night achievement. Punch a bong, because again, we're super hardcore. And we will grab the cassette on this Marcinello amp. That's definitely just Marshall in Italian, right? Then press the X button to use the electric guitar here to get the "While My Guitar Gently Weeps, I'm Singing This Depressing Green Day Song." And then get some meth flicks and chill. And then grab a cymbal if you want, pick it up and throw it in the air. Good night! Good night, Vienna! Good night, Wales! We love you! Ow! Just throw a cymbal in the air. I didn't care, because it landed in me hair. There. Your pubic hair. Right, but that is now absolutely everything done in this level. So you can go through, we obviously got everything in the back alley. You can head through to the restaurant if you want, just to make sure you got all the tasks completed. There's no trash, no blood or anything, but otherwise, that is that. Let us get the hell out of here. Oh, that is a long night. You know what? I'm tired of recording this guy doing all the work, so I'm going to go take a nap. But that should be 100% again a deception score. You should be on roughly around 18,000 bucks. Again, if you found a few more things than I did, you'll probably get a little bit more. But you should roughly be on about 18 grand. And you should also have 12 skill points, which again, for the majority, for the next chapter, we will be smashing into our pressure washer. Once we've done this then, the final 2 achievements for Chapter 5 should unlock. Gangsta's Paradise and the Italian Job. And here we are back in our garage. We could do with another nap. That's exactly what we're going to do now. So the Italian job is done. So when we just head back in, we're going to put our skill points in the next part. But that will be that then, guys and gals. So again, thank you so much for watching Chapter 5, The Italian Job, and I'll see you in Chapter 6.